Alright, here we go. So here's the first one. It's the cube root of 27 x to the 5th y to the 12th. So the first thing you got to do is break down 27 is 9 times 3. 9 is 3 times 3. So bring these 3's out. And you do 3. Now, x to the 5th. You're looking at 5 x's. Okay, how many groups of 3 do you have? One group of 3, so that comes on the outside. And what you have left over on the inside is 2 x's. Okay. Y to the 12th, you have 12 y's. You're grouping them 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 4 groups of 3, so that's y to the 4th. And then you don't have any y's left over, so there's no y's to put on the inside of the radical. So there's your final answer. Now, some of you will notice that writing them out longhand like that is a lot of work. An alternative would be to take 5, divide it by 3, get 1 with the remainder of 2. Take 12, divide it by 3, you divide by whatever this number is, and you get 4 with the remainder of 0. And so how do you interpret those things? 1 is on the outside, 2 is the remainder left on the inside, 4 is on the outside, 0 is remaining on the inside. Okay, any questions on that? All right, moving ahead. What does it mean when you raise something to the 1/2? You have to do the what? Wow, very energetic group today. What's the 1/2 represent? Square root. Square root of 25 x to the 4th. I'm just going to assume it's because you don't want to be on video. Square root of 25 is 5. X to the 4th square root of that is x squared. So 5x squared is your final result there. Okay. Alright, so 7 square roots of 2 plus 6 square roots of 2 minus 4 square roots of 2. 7 square roots of 2 is, plus 6 square roots of 2 is 13 square roots of 2. Minus 4 square roots of 2 gives you a final answer of 9 square roots of 2. Okay. Any questions on that? Lastly, this one, which may or may not seem a little bit harder to you, 75 is 25 times 3. 25 is 5 times 5, so we pull the 5s out. Notice that those 5, the 5, once you pull it out, becomes 50 square root of 3. Because you simply have to multiply whatever's on the outside by whatever number you're pulling out. 10 times 5 is 50. Here, 243 is clearly 81 times 3. And 81 is 9 times 9. And yes, I said clearly because I didn't want anybody to ask me any questions about it. If I say clearly, then everybody will look at it. I'm not asking anything. No. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 3 is 9. If the sum of the numbers is divisible by 3, the number itself is divisible by 3. Okay. You don't have to keep breaking the 9's down. Once you find a group of 2, pull it out. This is minus 36 square root of 3. And so what is your final answer? Negative 78 square root of 3. Okay. Any questions on that? What I'm going to do, and we are live. So, when you bring these together, this is the square root of 14 times 35, which is 2 times 7. 35 is 7 times 5. And the 7's can come out, making that 7 square roots of 10. We straight on that? Perfect. Now, this one's going to be a little harder. This is 15 times square root of. I would not multiply those together just to turn around and break them back down. Let me explain to you what I mean. I probably would not say, well, 6 times 42. 6 times 40 is 240, and 12 is 52. So 252. I do not think I would do that. What I would do if it were me personally, and you can do whatever you want to, I would just say it's 6 times 42 like that. Okay? Because ultimately I'm going to end up breaking it back down anyways. What difference does it make? 42 is 6 times 7. The 6 can come out, and you're done. 90 square roots of 7. If you did 42 as 2 times 21 and 6 is 2 times 3, you'll eventually get a group of 2s out, a group of 3s out, and ultimately you'll get the same spot. Remember, this is not a race. Okay, you don't have to be worried about, oh my gosh, if I don't get it done like super fast, I'm in trouble. It's not that. Okay. All right, questions on that? Going once? Going twice? Sold. All right, we're going to repause this. So here's what we're going to do. We got 3 plus the square root of 5 times 3 plus the square root of 5. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 3 square roots of 5 plus 3 square roots of 5 plus the square root of 25. Now, when I do this, I'm going to get 9 plus 6 square roots of 5 plus 5. One of the questions I get all the time is, why do you make that 3? Because it's not a square root. So your final answer should look like 14 plus 6 square roots of 5. Terry, did you have that?
Oh, no, because I added the 14.
Ooh, made it 20? Not like terms, you can't add them together. Okay, a lot of people will want to take the 14 plus 6 and make it 20. Not on Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's just a really bad idea. You don't want to do that. Okay, try that on Sunday. All right, in order to solve this, you would need to multiply by square root of 6 minus the square root of 3. Square root of 6 minus the square root of 3. And again, this is called the conjugate. Square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36, which is 6. Square root of 6 minus the square root of 3 is minus the square root of 18. This is plus the square root of 18. Those cancel by design. That's supposed to happen. If it doesn't happen, you screwed up something. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is... Yep, it's going to be minus. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, which is 3. So what do you have? 5 square roots of 6 minus the square root of 3 over this. So your final answer looks like this. 5 square root of 6 minus square root of 3 over 3. And that's your final answer.